Well, I'm very, very glad to have this opportunity to talk to everybody about what's happening in the u3a at the moment and what an amazing movement we've got in the u3a. Who would have thought 40 years ago that we would have grown to an organisation of, at the moment, nearly 400,000 members? But, like any organisation, we face challenges. And not only have we been facing the pandemic, but during the time of the pandemic, the world has changed. And one of the changes that we're facing is inflation. And at the moment, we're facing a potential inflationary rate of 10% in the autumn. That is affecting the money that both local u3as and the Trust need in order to continue the work we're doing and doing things which excite and entice other people to join us. You will be aware that there's a resolution coming to the AGM in October in which we're proposing an increase in the subscription paid by u3as to the national body that would be in line with an inflationary index. The reason we're suggesting this is so that u3as know what increases are likely to arise in fees from the centre and can make appropriate arrangements in setting their own fees to ensure that the costs are covered. But at the same time, it is not up to the board to decide the level of our fees. The level of the subscription we charge is down to you, local u3as, and how you respond to the resolution that we are putting in front of you. One of the questions that I quite often hear from u3a members is just what does the office do? Just what benefits do we get from the Trust? The reality is that the Trust does an amazing amount of work with a very small staff group compared to other organisations of a similar size to the u3a. We provide a wide range of services to the movement, including direct support and advice to u3as, as well as raising awareness of the u3a movement nationally amongst the general public. And many of you will be aware that over the last weeks we've received coverage in the national media, in national press and magazines, and an outstanding article in the Express about the activities of one u3a in Essex. It's articles like that which raise our profile and attract people to explore the u3a and consider joining our movement. But one of the key things to be said about what the u3a does and how we differ from just about every other voluntary organisation that there is that we are essentially a volunteer organisation. We're an organisation which has always prided itself on being led by volunteers. And it is not the staff who do all the work, but it is the staff and the volunteers together who serve the movement in so many different ways. We are a family, and just to use a different metaphor, no two u3as are identical, but we all share a family likeness. We fit together like the stones of a dry stone brick wall when it's put together, that we've all got our own little idiosyncrasies that make us fit and enable us to work together. And that is one of the things that makes our movement so exciting and so different from any other that we could find within this country. The decision is yours as to how much money you are prepared for the national organisation to have, and in turn that decision will influence the type of organisation we are in the future and whether we can continue to support u3as in all the many and varied ways we do now, and in particular with seeking to raise our profile nationally, to attract new members and to ensure the u3a movement remains vibrant and attractive to third ages.